Vacation! Let's do it! I have 7 children. Okay, I still want to have a vacation. Yes. How do you vacation with children? I'm so glad you asked. This is Danielle with Hogan Life. Thank you for joining me. We are talking about how to vacation with children gracefully. Let's say gracefully. My first suggestion is know your season. What season are you in? What ages are your children? Are you into flying everywhere because you have age-appropriate children and they really can do plane trips well and they can really appreciate the culture of where you're going? I don't right now. I mean, yes, I do, but I have so many at so many different ages that plane travel is really overwhelming. And it's really expensive, and so I am not in that season. We did do a Fiji trip, and I only had 5 children, and that was wonderful. But I had to mentally and emotionally prepare for that trip, not to mention physically, for a long time. And I will do another trip like that because it was so wonderful. However, right now I am in the season of where can I go that is 3.5 hours or less. So that is my season. Know your season and choose appropriately. Right now, our beach trips are just one of the most fabulous parts of our year. It is age appropriate for everybody. Have your top 10 list. This isn't your packing. It's really the 10 things that in this season, in your traveling, you cannot forget. You might have lists and lists of stuff you want to bring, but the top 10 list is stuff that you go over mentally all the time. You know what they are and you know you cannot forget them. Maybe they are not easy to replace. I have this mantra that goes off in my head when I'm leaving so that I don't feel totally stressed and think about all the things I forgot all the way away from my house for 2 hours. If I didn't bring it, I can buy it, if it's that important. So I say that to myself and then I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna let it go. I hope I did a good job packing. I hope. But your top 10 list, it's stuff like, for me in the season, my pack and play, my noisemakers so the kids sleep better when we're all in, just 1 or 2 rooms. Activities to where if we are stuck in the room for an extended amount of time because of bad weather or because everyone's tired, we have stuff to do. Games. On my top 10 list is stuff for the kids' ears if they're in the pool and they get earaches because of the water. So I also have my apothecary bag, which is all the stuff I need in case one of the kids isn't feeling well. So whatever your top 10 list is, write it down. It's not something that constantly changes. Do not put your children in situations where they are destined to fail. Let me explain. Let's say we go to the beach all day. Maybe 4 or 5 hours, and then we go to the pool so that we can just do a little swim, sit in the hot tub, and it's super relaxing. And then we think, oh, let's get dressed and let's all walk down. It's about half mile, 3/4 of a mile, maybe a mile to the pier, and have dinner at the end of the pier. Doesn't that sound great? Well, yes, it sounds great to me. It sounds great to my husband, perhaps, but it does not sound great to have 7 children at varying stages of exhaustion in that restaurant. Have realistic expectations. If you are traveling with children, you know things do not go perfectly. You might have all these activities planned, all kinds of fun, and your child has an earache and is up for, 2-3 hours in the night, and so they're going to have a tired day the next day. So you need to have moderate expectations. That doesn't mean you don't have just excitement and anticipation towards your vacation, but it does mean that you understand that the unexpected happens with children and you're just gonna be cool no matter what. Lastly, how do you vacation with kids? You need to be willing to have fun doing everything. Not just, okay, we're gonna have fun once we get to the beach, or we're gonna have fun once we get to Disney World, or whatever it is you're doing. No. Everything you do needs to be fun. When we load in the car and we listen to loud music, that's fun. When we unload and everyone's helping, that's fun. When we're putting all of the groceries away in the refrigerator, that's fun. I like to try and create this energetic environment where the kids realize that vacationing is fun, not because we are going to Disneyland, not because we are going to SeaWorld, but because we are together. And if you are creating an environment where being together is fun, you're gonna take that back with you home. All right, the environment out of these doors is getting louder and louder, so I'm going to have to attend to that. It's my huge bin of Legos I brought that I had stashed away for a little while, so they're having a lot of fun with that. Baby's sleeping, and we are getting ready to go to the beach, even though it is overcast. But you know what? We are going to have fun doing everything. Thank you for joining me. Like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. I have 7 children. Yes, I still want to do it, I think.